life, I wanted to be a rapper. But nothing seemed to work. Then I got a new idea. Let's turn ourselves into gangster rappers.
See him here in the courtroom today? Yes. Can you please point him out to the members of the jury? Your Honor, please let the record reflect that Mr. Hill has identified the defendant, James Conway. Mr. Hill, do you also know a man by the name of Paul Cicero? Yes. You see him here in the courtroom today? Yes. Can you point him out to the members of the jury?
I had a sugar bowl full of Coke next to the bed.
People call him rats because a rat will do anything to survive. Isn't that right, Mr. Hill?
Objection! Objection, sister.
But they don't know nothing about being a rat.
Mr. Hill, you know everything about being a rat.
Objection, Your Honor.
Damn, fam, ain't this about a bitch, man? SnoopyBadAzz at it again, man. He was talking about he was off the Barfy, but you know this man was off the Bristol. Birds chirping bright and early once again today, man. And he just, this dude is just the worst, man. Like, we all know this man is delusional as fuck, but it's really showing how unintelligent, just straight stupid, like 6ix9ine voice this dude is, man. Like, real talk, can y'all believe this? It still just befuddles the fuck out of me and everyone else, even Wack 100, whose pocket he's holding, who's deck he's on pause like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Who all this ish that he's saying about street TV and Munchie B, and everyone's so worried about him, and there was this big conspiracy to hold SnoopyBadAzz back like he's the next Tupac or something, which, apologies y'all for even mentioning this goofy McChooperson bozo buster's name in the same sentence as Tupac. He was running around saying all that issue about Wack 100 for years, you know what I mean? That Wack was behind it all, from everything that happened to the you know, everyone's a Wack 100 sympathizer, and he did this and that, this whole big old conspiracy like Wack 100 is the CIA or something. But yo, he might be, but just, he ain't, you know, I'm no anti-Snoopy operation, right? He done showed us his badge and let us know he's down with a Masonic Lodge and all that. And many individuals have definitely pondered on and theorized that he may indeed be modern day hip-hop COINTELPRO or something of that fashion, you know? But he was saying all this about Wack. Now he's all on Wack's sack paws like a motherfucker. And then this whole ludicrous being obsessed with the snitchery thing, which it's like everyone told him, you know what I mean? You told, B. Snoop told, or I'm sorry. Well, Snoop let it be known in them DMs to Wack, as I was pointing out in the previous video, in the infamous Wack 100 badge reveal, where he was talking about Wacko did this and Wacko said that. Like, Wack 100 was the one that sent the paperwork and showed the screenshots and so showed Snoop hollering back at him like, yeah, I'm off cuz I was trying to help him out, you know what I mean? But I see he's all bad, you know what I mean? Like, Snoop ain't fucking with the, you know, snitchery goofball-ish that dude's on, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good look for him to be associated with such a cornball. Plus, as everyone's been over numerous times, them death row chains was a promo tool. Again, Ed Sheeran's got one. Motherfucking Eli Manning's got one. Everyone and their mama got one, you know what I mean? But Wack showed that to the world, and this whole narrative he keeps running with that Snoop Dogg said he ain't a rat. Again, he shows these old-ass screenshots from Snoop Dogg that are all cropped out, and you can barely see anything of like 2 positive words that Snoop said to him. But if there was anything about the rat situation in depth, he would been showing that to everyone, and he don't. But Wack 100 told the world that, showed the world that he was the one that had Snoop stop fucking with him, even though he wasn't fucking with him like that. It was just a quick look, quick promo deal, just like what he did with Doggy Style, you know what I mean? But it just didn't even go that far because, you know, dude's just all bad. No one likes to fuck with this guy, you know what I mean? Everyone's just watching for the credit dash out. in the entertainment value in the form of laughs, jokes, and just outlandishness, you know what I mean? But Wack humiliated the fuck up out of this man. Now he walks around holding Wack's pocket, you know what I mean, metaphorically speaking, and you know, just trying to use Wack for any bit of clout juice that he can get. Now he's running with the same narratives about Munchie B and Street TV. No, he was saying some issue about Street TV being a gang dropout. I never knew nothing of that. Tap in anyone out there if you had heard that before, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know if it's just delusions of the Bristol or there's really something there, but it's so crazy for him to be speaking about that. First off, just the internet. Like, anyone can speak about anything, get a platform and make videos, post shit on social network. Like, anyone can do what they want, you dumb son of a bitch. But if that is indeed true anyways, right? He's talking about how can Alex speak on all this stuff in Street TV. It's like, yo, you announced to the world that you're a dropout. And Wack 100 told you to your face in front of the whole world that you were a snitch. You weren't supposed to give any statement at all if you were gang like a motherfucker, when you were lying to the world about your age, trying to act like you're 10 years younger than you really are. Hell, don't forget, again, this guy told the whole world his kids wasn't his kids, then went back on putting things on his kids. This is fucking crazy. And he did some real foul fuckery to this other individual way back, man. And I ain't even gonna say what he did, but he did some very foul, disgusting, disturbing-ish in the form of social media posts, if you know what I mean. But we'll just throw an allegedly on that, you know what I mean? Because like I said in the past, this dude reports everyone's videos and erases the past and rewrites history once again, even when he was out here jacking fans for merch money, man, like a straight Bristol basehead. But can you believe the nerve of this dude to say all that about Alex Alonso on Street TV, but then be all up on Adam 22's sit-it-it-it-it-it-dack pause, you know what I mean? Like all jocking Adam 22, who has put it out there numerous times. There was all kinds of screenshots leaking out behind the scenes that he never wanted to have dude on there again, but then, you know, he'll bring him back on there to have him crash out and just exploit him for laughs and goofiness. Just like when Adam 22 admitted that remember that time SnoopyBadAzz threw up a post talking about he got like 5K for the next No Jumper interview, and Adam was in the comments co-signing it later, saying it was clearly comedy or bomedy. And it was most definitely the purest of comedy. Oh, hearing this dude talking about too, scrapping, squabbling with anyone. We see he has no wins, no type of scrap at all. He only can get tough with his BM and the old head that was there. But the day or two after, whenever it was that he did the interview with Wack 100, where Wack told him, yo, you're a snitch, you're not built for this life and all that. You should have never made a statement. And, you know, just keep it moving and go in a more positive light. And then he acted like he was gonna. He told Wack, yo, you're right. And I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, but he was like, yeah, you're right. I take that on the chin. You're right. You're right. You know what I mean? And then we got to get to the most outlandish of it all. Him talking about a defamation suit against Street TV when he's right on there, on record, on No Jumper, telling the world that he sent in fake paperwork and lost his YouTube channel behind it, lying about having open litigation against Street TV, which YouTube clearly was like, yo, you must have been off to Bristol when you photoshopped this one, you dumb bastard. But this whole narrative of that like you can't be help out the dude by testifying and be a snitch at the same time. And once again, y'all, I'm no gangster, nothing like that. I tell everyone all the time, man. I have no qualms about calling the police. You know what I'm saying? I'm no G or whatever. Again, this is the internet. You know what I mean? Anyone out there, people got something to say, pick up a device, make content. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's 2025. But there's nothing defaming about that. Like, dude could tell on himself and you could tell on him also. Both can be true. And police reports where someone is named as a suspect and court paperwork where someone is named as a defendant are both forms of paperwork within the criminal justice system. I mean, like, how elementary is that? How simple is that to understand, man? But when you're dealing with someone who's just off that Bristol and, you know, I would throw an allegedly in there too, but this dude has made it clear, you know what I mean, that he flux around with the D-Rugs. I think he says it in a past tense, but it's clear as fluck, especially from that One No Jumper interview when he was all turned up, trying to be that super piru again, sneaking up in his old neighborhood, getting 2 seconds of footage with an old head looking like a straight clown. You know what I mean? Snatching that footage and running up out of there and going on No Jumper. Once again, trying to rewrite the history books because he done flagged all the old videos down, you know? But it's just clear he just is not very intelligent, you know? In opinion and speculation, that's pretty much what everyone does in the blogosphere. That's all that this dude does, and spin crazy narratives trying to compare himself or his situations to everyone else's. You know what I mean? It's just pretty sad. You know what I mean? Like, I tap in on here just on some hobby-ish, doing me or whatever. Like, this dude, this is his whole life's work, and he clearly is not winning at all. Like, he had the audacity to post on his old channel, SnoopyBadAzz is worth millions. Can y'all believe that? The nerve of these individuals, man. But yeah, dude could tell on himself, and I'm not saying that's even what that situation exactly is or was or whatever. For those, you know what I mean, who followed the case, tap in, comment, share your thoughts. Let me know if you think dude told on himself. But just like Wack told Snoopy to his face, and Snoopy told him, yeah, you're right, right? You shouldn't have made no statement. You told. And you're a buster for not getting off on a dude or spitting in his face or something who bodied your homie. You know what I mean? Talking about that he had a Bible in his hand. You're supposed to be gang and all that. But the shit that this guy tries to make up, like, you can't be a buster for that and a snitch. It's like, yeah, you can. Just like dude can tell on himself and you can tell on him too. Just like Wack 100 told you all this to your face and you agree with him. You didn't call in to No Jumper a couple days later when the clip started hitting the blogosphere and everyone was laughing at your ass and you realized it. And you know what I mean? Your feelings changed up like the seasons as always, and you realize what a L that was, just like everything else that this dude has done. But this shit is just crazy, man. All of those things can be true on both sides of the fence. Dude can tell on himself, you can tell on him. You definitely did tell on him. I don't know, again, comment for y'all if other dude told as well, you know what I mean? And police report and court paperwork are all paperwork. And can y'all believe he had the nerve to say that he made Street TV's platform? That is some of the most ludicrous-ish ever, man. All the interviews and exclusive content that dudes had up for the longest time. Billy Joel voice. And Munchie B is afraid of him. Nobody's afraid of you, man. Nobody's afraid of you at all. You got no squabbles. And then he's talking about these cats are obsessed with him when he can't keep their name up out his mouth, man. Like, yeah, all the time, every day. That's just all you ever see from this guy. Gotta be one of the most unrespected, bridge burning, terrible networking individuals in this blogosphere-ish. And now this is just what he does, man, is pop on every day on live, just running off at the mouth, talking all this foolishness, man. Had to be off the Bristol and not the Barfy, man. Talking about that damn defamation suit. Like, the court. He's like, the court is gonna prove. Yo, dude could tell on himself and you could tell on him. Even if the court came out and said, well, yes, Melvin the Buster did get on the stand, and also made a police report initially. But, even without that, dude would have still been convicted. That still wouldn't change that you told. You know what I mean? And this dude didn't even have the paper to put together to get some real paperwork to file a legitimate lawsuit against Street TV. This fucking guy made fake paperwork, so he wants us all to think he's putting this real case together against Street TV for defamation, for things that dude clearly has shown proof about. This just truly is, in my opinion, the most pathetic, despicable, broke, busted, disgusted-ish that I done seen from this guy. Like, you always think he can't drop any lower as far as the fluffery and goofiness. And then he, they be saying like people one up themselves. He 3 downs himself, you know what I mean? Like, it's all bad, man. So there y'all have it, man. Snoopy the Goofy, still at it. Running around, delusional, off that Bristol, in my opinion, allegedly. But yeah, man, this is just funny as fuck, man. And let's not, mince words neither, man. Slumlord Trill bodied him on that diss track, man. So there y'all have it. Melvin the Goof strikes again. Hit the comments with your thoughts. Sub up his coffee. I'm about this bitch. Peace. And say no to the D-Rugs, y'all. Like, real talk. I be saying this in the most serious of ways, man. Anyone out there flucking around with that bull-ish nowadays, it ain't the old days, man. The dog food, the Bristol, all that ish, it's all got synthetic ish in it, and trank, and all kinds of toxic chemicals and research chemicals and Fenty with it, and everything else, man. And you know what I mean? You're gonna, take that dirt nap sooner rather than later. So be safe, stay blessed, stay nothing like Melvin the Goof, man. So that's about it. I'm gone. Peace.